Hello out there, and welcome to another Waystone Games live stream. I am Brad
Welcome.
Pluto Ramey, the Assistant Community Manager. Andrew Corchester Ambodri, how are you?
Yes, I am fantastic. How are you, Brad?
I'm doing okay. Still getting over some sickness, but I think I'll be okay.
The plague's definitely been going around.
I've got water, and if I have to run off, I apologize, but
Okay.
it could happen. But we have another dev playtest here. Hit that finalize selections.
Bam.
Choose that Sweet King of Maskin. I think we're
Ooh,
okay to show all this stuff, right?
Yeah, this is cool.
Okay, so
These
hit
have been out
Game
for a
Cam.
while.
Game Cam. There we go.
Okay.
So we're live with another developer playtest. This is going to be an internal 5v5, all developers all the time from different places. Money,
Disciplines. Money.
monetization. Who else do we have in there?
Let's see. On my team, we have Deslayer, level designer. Jiva, my boss.
So good things on your team.
Yeah,
then.
thank God. I think we're going to be laning together as well, so that could be fun. Makella is gameplay engineer. DG Techno Viking is UI engineer. And
Who do we
then
have on the other team?
opposite team, we have Andy's Will, global community manager. We have Ryan Laughlin. We have who else is on that team? Minx, UI designer or UI artist. Fallen, QA, and RS Flux, who is miscellaneous engineering.
So if you guys have any questions about what's going on, please type Q with a colon in chat, and I'll try to answer to the best of my ability. I'm gonna let Andrew talk for a little bit. Get you guys going on what he's going to be doing in this game as a tactician. Just let him, take the wind out of my sails a little bit, so I can collect myself.
yeah.
And hopefully feel better.
And I will do my best to display this new skin. Oh, let's zoom in on it. If anyone hasn't seen it and you're watching the stream, new Lord of the Dark Arts
Really cool.
King. New cape,
The word we use to describe it is voodoo-y.
voodoo-y.
Which
Its,
I think
its
is
internal
relevant.
name. Its internal name was
It's
voodoo for a
relevant
little while.
because today is actually Mardi Gras, which from where I'm from in Louisiana is a pretty big deal. So
Yeah. Well,
Southern voodoo,
today's your day.
Yeah, voodoo, magic, Mardi Gras, King of Mass. Pretty
And
perfect.
the reason we had this one actually out was because it was the most Mardi Gras
There you go.
ish. Oh man, this is sensitive. All right.
You can change any settings you may want
Let's
to.
do it
by the
real
way.
quick. Let's see. Change settings. Where is that game? Yeah.
Free Phoenix asking, do you
we
always
go.
use the Archon ward?
Archon.
What's your
Ward.
favorite wards?
My favorite ward. I have two favorite wards. I really like Southern Brilliance, which is this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I also really
That's the
like.
hand?
It's the hand with the
Yeah.
gem. Yeah, it's the Virtuoso's hand with the gem. And then my other favorite one is the money grubbing Western
That's
Splendor with
the gears.
the gears and the goblet full of coins. Ooh,
Of
my
course,
last hitting is poor.
Monetization loves the goblet full of coins.
I do love the goblet full
Way
of
to
coins.
play right into the
Ryan,
stereotypes.
stop! Yeah, but I think it's a cool ward, so.
Oh, you were asking Laments. I'm sorry, Free. I misconstrued your question. Thought you were asking us. You have mouse sensitivity at 70. That's high. What's your mouse sensitivity at? Right now?
Mine,
What did you just change it to?
29.
Wow, that's pretty low. I think mine is like
I like
about
to
40.
I like to be able to see as I'm scrolling.
So we've got a gang coming in here on Armies of the Night. Oh, never mind.
Get out of here, Ryan.
Techno Viking just passes on by. Just saying hello to the lane.
Well, you gotta.
Give it some love. So
No.
you started E and then Q, not taking
Yes.
W? That's interesting. Why not?
I like with my mages ability spamming, and I want to just get my harass going right now before getting my. I mean, W's gonna be next, and then it's gonna be all W's and E's after that.
All W all the time?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
The dance, which is called the flourish, actually. For the technical theatrical term here is the flourish.
With his ultimate being the finale. Interesting blitz.
I for-
Particularly
thought
not
I had to s-
not preemptive enough, but you still got away from the.
from the
Whatever.
the second.
You did
her,
something.
Her cue.
But yeah, blitz isn't a bad choice against Cerulean because you can negate his flip
Right,
with blitz.
which is
So
that's
why you chose it, I'm guessing.
that's exactly why I chose
You can't
it.
really dispel.
And then
the
on
flip.
and then on Amaranth, I thought I had the dispel for a quick moment. So let's see. Here. Ooh.
Again, if you have a question, Q with
Yes,
a colon,
please. Questions.
ask away. If you want to ask about monetization, about gameplay, about anything, we're free to answer anything we can.
Yes.
Um,
Or if you guys just want to let us know which skins are your favorite, which ward skins are your favorite, that's something I love to talk about.
Personally,
so
Northern Insight, which is the owl. I
Northern
believe.
Insight is
I
phenomenal.
just like the
Oh my
owl
God.
noise it makes.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Woohoo.
I can't imitate an owl because I'm terrible and sick.
Locked him. Come on, Ryan. Oh man. What happened? Did they just get a double?
Someone actually, Laments wants to talk about ward prices with you.
Ward prices. Okay.
So they range from
They range from 120
Waypoints.
to waypoints to I think 885 is
which
what
is
Eastern
the
Eastern Harmony right
okay.
now.
So what are you trying to accomplish with those wide ranges?
The biggest thing for us is we want to see what you guys like. That's really the biggest thing. I think our regional set is it's a really cool ward set. I particularly like playing specifically with.
Do you do lore
ward.
matches?
I totally
like
do the
if
lore.
you're from the north,
I
you're gonna
totally
use
do
Northern
the
Insight.
Northern Insight. That was a great W or E. So I really like doing the lore matches. I think it fits really well, and I think that some of the wards that we have coming out later will also be
Hashtag teaser
will be really cool for people who like doing thematic matching.
Okay. That's a big tease. Hopefully people will enjoy it whenever it does come out. But I think Laments was one of the guys that when the Eastern Harmony Ward came out, he was excited because he loves Archons.
Right.
But the price was
high
for him.
The price was high.
How do you guys go about selecting certain prices for certain wards?
Not to dive into too much detail about it because that's kind of part of the whole beta phase. But one thing we really looked into was just our personal value proposition, right?
So did you kind of say how much would I pay for
related to each other? It's like where does this stand in a bunch of kind of aesthetic things that we were talking about. So Eastern Harmony right now is a lot more expensive than the others, which may or may not be subject to change. That's kind of what the whole phase.
It's beta.
That's what kind of the whole phase is about. And
I mean,
that's kind of all I can really say at this point.
For monetization, it's a time of data collection for you guys, right?
It is.
Looking at
really
purchasing habits,
big.
What are you getting? What are you guys interested in? What are you buying? Stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And for you guys, skins are all about preference. I mean, that's how they are in MOBAs. I remember for when I played LoL, the skins that I bought were all about what do I like in terms of just the way that it looks, right? Because you're not getting any gameplay implications from any of this stuff.
Yeah, purely cosmetic.
Purely cosmetic, and so it's all about what you like. And so, with the skins that we've released, there's a lot of different kind of theme notes that we're trying to hit. So, you look at Ballroom Miquella, and you look at Lord of Dark Arts. That's for people who really like flashy color. And it's something really cool about, I think, our characters in general. Our world is very colorful.
Definitely.
The Dawngate world is really colorful, and so colorful skins look really cool. The other thing is kind of diametrically opposed skins to the base.
Interesting.
So one thing that we saw, this was with Sentinel Volek, people who played or who play Volek a lot really like that skin. It's a total Paladin vibe.
Yeah.
Paladin is a cool, it's a total different color pass, different armor set, different VFX color pass. And so if players like that sort of thing, if they like taking a darker looking character who kind of has an evil vibe and giving him a total cosmetic revamp, that is cool for us to know that people like that. And I mean, that's really what. And we hit a lot of different beats. I mean, you look at After Hours Renzo. That's
Great
a little more of a comic hit.
Little silly.
But Waystone Dandelion wrote a phenomenal
piece about dating, which was the best.
The part about the dating.
It was hilarious. So one person is asking, Bleak GH is asking, good monetization question. Will you lower the waypoints or Destiny prices of recommended shapers? Perhaps to make it easier for new players to get into the Dawngate with quote-unquote easier shapers.
Without we haven't made any final decisions when it comes to what real money conversion is going to be like. Right now, all prices are just relational to each other, right? They're just their values. That it's like if this, right now I think that kind of like with the wards, if the Waystone one is one that we knew people would like, it's got a cool kind of just brand vibe to it, and.
Oh.
Lock him up!
Oh! That could be it!
Come on. Ah!
Oh my god, so close.
Oh my god, now I'm going to get just bubble bursted? Ridiculous.
Be careful, get that Freya lurking.
Yeah, that's scary.
You should probably just go back.
I'm definitely going back. So, right now it's all relational to each other, and we haven't made any final decisions on Shaper pricing.
Of course. And beta, all prices are subject to change, right?
All prices are subject to change from now and then moving into whenever we go what we're calling like Commerce Live. And so for us, we're kind of still figuring that out. And those decisions come from the data of what are people using their waypoints more for? Are they using them more for shapers or are they using them more for skins? Right now it's a little tricky. We don't have a skin out for everyone.
But soon, TM.
Soon TM. I mean, eventually we're going to hit everyone. So that is, something we're definitely taking it as a caveat to what people use. There's a lot of people out there who are just Kindra fiends.
Yeah.
And we don't have a skin out for her yet. And so those people may be saying, well,
Misrepresented.
I'll spend my waypoints on another assassin,
Yeah.
or I'll spend it on a jungler or something like that.
Makes sense.
And we can't really make those final decisions until everyone has a skin. But yeah, waypoint prices, TM.
So Andrew answered this question pretty much. Will every shaper get a skin with Dawngate official release? Of course. There's no one we're leaving out, I would say.
Right. I mean, everyone needs their vanity, so.
What will be the first step to get a price for waypoints ratio to real money? Since you can't really change prices that much once it's implemented. Interesting question. So
Can you read that one again?
It's pretty much, what will be the first step to get a price for waypoints ratio to real money? So what is the first step as a monetization team of saying, yes, $5 equals this many waypoints? Is it just purely data-driven?
The first step for us is more. Oh God. Oh, Bo, don't go in, Bo. You're alone. For us, it's doing a couple things. It's making something easily valuable, right? So something that would be absolutely ludicrous would be saying the dollar to waypoint value is 74. Right? Because then you're like, well, okay, that's 75 cents, 3/4. That might not be the best example, but like 113 waypoints per dollar would make, no sense. It's hard for players to get a good value proposition for that. So we tried to hit something that enables mental math.
Okay, yeah. So you can easily tell how much more real money you have to spend to get a certain amount of waypoints.
Come on, Ryan, you will not die.
Yeah, he is tanky.
Yeah, we should be going for Corey.
So you just want an easy system that
We
people
want
can
an easy
make
system that people, and not numbers that are just extraneous. So there would never be anything like 1,000 waypoints to. Oh God!
Oh god.
I died.
I'm
Not
sorry.
paying attention. That's all right.
Sometimes multitasking is very hard.
Not a professional streamer like you. Oh no, Lauren's gonna die, and it's all my fault.
Oh!
Oh, get away!
She's bleeding. Andy going ham. Oh god. He'll be able to get it. Let's see.
That was my
unfortunate.
bad.
That's okay.
Sorry, team.
Let's see. Any other
Bo's calling
questions?
me a feeder. So yeah, so we wouldn't do like 1,000 waypoints to the dollar.
Yeah.
Where you're talking 1/10 of a cent is a waypoint.
Yeah.
So expect easy mental math.
I think Laura
TM.
Mae Brown has her game on point.
She has her game on point. She
Yeah,
knows
so-
what she's doing.
If you trust anyone, if you don't trust Andrew and you don't trust Lorenzo, I would trust Miss Moneypenny.
She's the most kind.
She's the bee's knees, I would say. Is Ryan Laughlin still not?
Oh my
gonna
God,
die?
Ryan Laughlin, will you just die
Please?
to the double bramble?
Ryan Laughlin,
oh my
please?
God, Ryan Laughlin, survival,
Oh my God.
survival best,
That's Survivor Man, right
best
there.
Survivor Man NA.
Are you Bear Grylls? What a beast.
You might be.
I forget the Survivor Man is Lee Strauss. I think
Whatever.
so.
It's all about Bear Grylls anyway.
Yeah, but apparently he's a fraud. He's a cheater. So, I'm not gonna cast my vote or anything, but that's what I've heard.
Is someone gonna help us with this parasite?
When will the next AD Shaper come out?
AD.
AD carry Shaper eventually.
Eventually,
Like
I
we have
mean-
many Shapers in the works of many different archetypes and roles and stuff like that. So please, we're not gonna tease. We're not gonna say yes, the next Shaper is this or the next Shaper is that, because we want you guys to be as pleasantly surprised when we announce it.
Right.
as
If you guys
could
knew
be.
everything,
How boring would that be?
super boring.
Again, if you have more questions, type a Q with a colon. ask it. Anything about gameplay, monetization. Andrew is, what's your
A nice
official,
guy.
What's your official title?
I am the Associate Monetization Manager.
I would have said director, but manager works too.
Oh, director would be sweet.
That's a good title.
That's a power word.
That's a business card right there. Are skins currently being released on the basis of getting one out for everyone right now, or is there a different method being used?
That's the goal.
The goal is one skin per shaper, at least.
Yeah. The hard part is, just sufficing everyone in an order that they're pleased with. Some people really want a Salus skin. We don't have one out yet. Some people, Kindra's a really good example of that. That we've heard
Popular,
a lot. We've
super
heard a lot
popular.
of. We've heard of like, where is the Kindra skin? Like, why does King have a skin?
And you got to understand, guys, if King is your favorite shaper, you are probably feeling good right now because yes, awesome King skin. But if you're a Kindra fan, let's say, or any shaper that's not the most recently released skin shaper, like a King right now, there's no, we understand everyone wants skins for their favorite shaper, and it's a matter of time before we'll implement skins for every shaper. So just, bear with us, be patient,
We also want, we go through a lot of concept iteration for that stuff. So we don't want to just get a concept and then it's like, oh, we're going to put this skin out right now. We want it to be something that the community is going to love. And players, particularly of that shaper, are going to love. So,
is Mikkel's father the head of monetization?
She is actually, yes, Laura Mae Brown's boss. President of monetization is
Mikkel's father.
Duke Anzarani. He comes in once a quarter and just lays down law on the monetization.
Lays down the hammer. You guys going to make a skin for Kel? That's kind of the exact question as you and I were talking about. Yes. I could tell you 100% there will be a Kel skin. I can tell you 100% there will be a skin for every single shaper in the game. So just be patient. We appreciate the patience. If it wasn't your week this week, maybe next
week's your week.
Who knows? Like Moya last week, great skin.
Oh,
Privateer
I
Moya.
love Privateer.
The week before that was Graffiti Zeri?
Graffiti, yes.
I think.
And then before that was Ballroom and, Ballroom and After Hours.
Yeah, great skins, great skins. So just give us time, guys. The skins for your favorite shapers will be out in due
But
time.
be sure to, check in on Tuesdays because that's when we're laying them out.
Usually. I wasn't sure if that was an official thing yet, but there you go. Tuesdays
So far it's been Tuesdays all the time.
We've been trying to hit Tuesday skin marks.
Ryan, will you stop building Will and just die?
Oh my gosh. Is
God.
he stacking? He's not stacking wills. That's good.
Subs Will, I'll see you.
Excuse me.
So yes, if you're planning on asking, will this shaper have a skin? The answer is yes, they will.
The umbrella answer. The overarching answer. I want to throw out that ulti to help
There
her.
it is.
Great ulti. Great 3-man ulti.
Thank
right
you.
there. If you had thrown your E on top of that, that's always my favorite combo. Is
Oh, that's a
throw
good
your
combo.
E,
I did the Q
ulti
first.
on top of the E,
Oh, yep.
and then all of a sudden they're brought through your eggs. It's incredible.
Oh, here we go. We got a Jiva, classic Jiva side gank here.
And it's not working. Classic Jiva.
I hope he's watching this.
Are you going to make any shapers that have lore and mythology, like Nasus and Renekton and all of the Smite game? Chris Latois is doing and our creative director Hunter Howe and our entire kind of design team is doing such a good job of making Dawngate its own world. I wouldn't say that it's out of the question because, for example, if you've noticed, we have Finmore and Freya, which are like Little Red Riding Hood and Big Bad Wolf. So while the
I died again.
The frame story is relatable because everyone knows Big Bad Wolf, everyone knows Little Red Riding Hood,
and Fenmore is the best Big Bad Wolf.
But their story is analogous,
It's
but
different. It's
Yeah,
different.
it's like Freya was a courier in a village. Finmore came
Great
as the alpha
skin.
and just great skin. Came and just wiped out her entire village, and then she returned one day. The village was burned to the ground. Everyone was dead. People know the story for the most part. So the kind of seeds of Little Red Riding Hood, Big Bad Wolf animosity, kind of rivalry
Totally.
is there, but it's not. She was walking to her grandma's house and
And
Finmore
he
attacked
ate her.
Yeah,
And he ate
exactly.
her, right?
It's different. So I wouldn't count out mythology in that respect, but it's all up to the design. It's all up to Chris Latois.
Right, and I think if you're asking for like connections to real world ancient mythology, the answer is probably maybe.
Maybe it's all up to
But
Chris.
he does his own thing, so
Yeah.
everything that he writes is phenomenal. I'll give him a shout out right now. So if you guys are checking out the forums, the Reddit, and the website on Tuesdays and are seeing these new skin posts, that is Wasteland Dandelion.
Like the dating rituals of the
dating
South.
rituals of the South, the whole, the one today he wrote for the Lord of Dark Arts skin is.
I didn't read through all of it, but I read the first bit of it.
Pretty
It's
funny.
pretty funny.
It's a great, dark voodoo
cool.
master undertone.
Oh wow, great ulti by Corey there.
Come here, Michaela.
Oh, you guys should be able to clean this up, hopefully.
Come on,
Don't make me a liar, Andrew Beaudry.
I'm not trying to. Oh, that Jiva coming in clutch.
Q. There you go.
Oh my God.
Oh shoot. WE.
There it is.
There you go.
Get
Perfect.
feared. Dance.
You guys. Oh, Andy's coming. Don't worry, you have Dispel if he fears you.
Yes.
Throw that in. Nice.
Splash. Wait, come on, Q. Oh God.
I would be very worried right now.
I am.
Level up your Q.
Oh, good call.
There you go. All right, you
Ooh,
guys should be good.
thank you.
Actually, you could probably save Minx if you or Michaela if you WQW out. That's the real King of Mass kind of quality plays. Oh man, Dale getting super low. Ooh, the whiffed ulti by Reina. Hashtag awkward. I'll give you one of those, Michaela. That's okay though. Oh, here's an interesting question. A lot of people ask us this because Smite had the Founders Pack. Whatever.
Right.
it's
It was
called.
like the. Oh, Michaela, you are going to die.
She's typing. Good old typing. A lot of people have been asking
Oh my
this
God.
question. So from the monetization department, I would love to get kind of an answer from you about the.
Oh,
would
like
there
a
be
Founders Pack.
Buy once, get all Shapers forever for a higher price point. Is that something maybe just
Buy
have you
once
considered?
all Shapers. I'd say. So maybe. Anything on monetization right
answer.
now. Anything on monetization's up in the air. The reason I would say all Shapers. Maybe, maybe not. I think we have the
It's a
opportunity.
decision later down the road.
I think we have
let's
the
say.
opportunity to do things more thematically than that.
Okay.
Than all Shapers all the time, especially because Dibs, Gasty, Hunter, and all them are always busy
Interesting.
coming up with more, right? So saying all time is
I like how you said thematically.
Right.
That could be an interesting concept.
yeah.
Maybe you unlock regional Shapers.
Maybe the
Whoa.
West. Boom. I don't know. Maybe that's something we put out. I think oh gosh, we are just getting murked. I think an artists. The artists,
That'd be
right? That'd be
cool.
all the South
Renzo,
people, right?
Zeri,
Renzo,
stuff like
Zeri, King.
And then future artists even as well. So that's a really cool idea. I like that.
So all Shapers forever at this point, no, just because we are making more. So there's no need to put out.
But maybe-
Ooh, Ryan Flux.
We're I think monetization is in a point where, they have the opportunity to just starting out. Obviously, I think when did Waypoints beta earn or paid currency beta start?
That was
3 weeks
February
ago?
4th.
Okay,
So
so
we're
it's
like
less than
a
a month
month,
old.
right? We're
Yeah,
like
it's
a month old.
So you guys have the opportunity to use all the data you've collected and stuff, and maybe even do something different.
Yeah, well, that's what right now. It's
That's the
all about
thing.
learning for us.
So I would say nothing is particularly off the table as far as monetization is concerned. So just stick with us. We'll always have the announcements on our community catch-ups, on our Twitter, our Facebook, and stuff like that. That's the best way to keep in touch with us and also keep abreast of just kind of what we're doing as far as content
Oh
creation.
my God,
development's
Ryan! I hate
concerned.
you, Ryan.
Oh my God, you're good. You could probably just throw some cues back, maybe some E's, do your thing, So yeah, follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/DongGate, and facebook.com/DongGate. That would be great to see all of you guys following us there.
Oh my God, dude! I am doing just nothing for my team right now.
Will there be resets? Well, I'm sad to say, but we're not gonna tease
Divulge.
you.
We're not going to divulge into that.
There
right
will
now.
be resets. It is beta. It'll happen. We don't want to tell you guys no, there will never be a reset, and then have there be a reset because then we would have egg on our face, But yeah, resets will happen. It's a part of beta, guys. We appreciate anyone that takes the time to play in the game right now and give us that really quality feedback. Like anyone that has been here and seen the transition to Map V2 and Item Palooza, big changes.
Big
huge
changes.
overhaul.
Fun
the map
changes.
is different. Fun changes, some frustrating changes, which we've understand and we've heard. And Andy, actually, Zwill, made a fantastic post on Reddit and the forums yesterday about how, a lot of games have this PBE, the public beta environment, to test large-scale changes such as that with a small group of their player base. However, we're in closed beta, so what you guys know as live is essentially can be kind of
It's like a public beta
it
environment.
is kind of our public beta environment. So we're a team of like 40 to 50 people. We have the daily play tests where we play 2 to 3 games maybe, but really putting the content and stuff out there to the masses. You guys, whether it takes you 5 minutes, there's way more of you than there are of us.
Yeah.
So even one game of all of you playing is better than maybe 20 games of all of us playing, if that makes sense. So we appreciate your help. We appreciate the testing. And if beta and resets are something that you just don't like, if it just turns you off so much, maybe this just isn't the time for you to play. You know, eventually, Dawngate will be fully released. It'll be out of beta.
Commerce Live.
Commerce Live, you know, real dollars, real cash transactions. And maybe that's a good time for you to come back, you know? I would say if you don't like resets, if you don't like the idea of resets, if you don't like the idea of bugs, if you don't like the idea of sometimes huge imbalance when we introduce new things to the game, maybe we appreciate your interest, but maybe put us on the back burner for a little bit. Maybe come back whenever some of those things are more nailed down, more concrete, and we're ready to go, quote unquote, live.
Full
kind of
live
release.
live.
Yeah.
All right, I need to pick this up.
Well, we
for my
appreciate
team.
you guys anyway. There's, you know, about almost 300 people watching right now. We appreciate all of you guys for tuning
Yes,
in.
please. And if you have a question, please ask.
Please.
We will
Q
answer.
colon.
We love answering questions when we can. And that's not a teaser. That's real.
Any news on how us older testers can get the Logitech icon? So the Logitech G icon was a promotion that we did through Logitech G's Facebook page for all accounts registered through using their beta codes. In the future, we want to make that icon available to all players, you know. At the moment,
Oh God, Ryan's
we
here.
haven't quite divvied out those icons just yet, nor have we divvied out the Year Zero icons. Now that kind of Map V2 and Item Palooza and stuff are getting out the door and getting balanced and stuff, in the future, I would say those icons would not only be available to all players, but they will also be rewarded to the accounts that have earned them, whether it's the Year Zero icon or the Logitech G icon.
I want a Logitech icon.
It's a pretty cool icon. I really like it. I think didn't Nick do those? I think Nick did the Year Zero icon. I'm not 100% sure. And if someone as a mods, one of the developers is watching right now, needs to correct me on that, please do so. But I really like the Year Zero icon. The like sundial kind of cool,
Very
Dawngate-y
cool, Dawngate-y.
icon. I love it. What's up, Muzzy? How are you doing, sir?
Muzzy, hello.
When will EU have servers? Leonhardt 3, eventually. You know, we apologize that there are no European servers right now. We're taking things one step at a time and slowly scaling up to different region servers and stuff like that. If you're playing from EU right now on the NA servers, we appreciate it. Like, that just means that when those servers do become live for your region, you're probably going to play the game even more and enjoy it even more. So we appreciate your time and commitment that you're putting in and helping us test this game and
Finally,
make it the
Ryan.
best it possibly can be. But all I can say is eventually the servers will happen. Do not worry, sir.
There it is. Let's do this, you guys. Full clear. Oh!
Speaking of
Come on,
Item
we gotta get
Palooza,
him.
how do you feel about current item balance? The prevailing sentiment among players seems that bruises are a little too strong item-wise right
Boom,
know-
relentless.
now. Nice job. Great job. Forward, too.
Thank you.
As far as the Item Palooza kind of, the term people have coined is Bruisergate, you know. It's something that Gasty is definitely 100% looking at. And if you saw Zwill's post, kind of going back to his post, he also listed a bunch of tentative changes coming to the items and to the Parasite and to a few other things in the game, the Jungle XP, stuff like that. So I would highly recommend you check out that post. It's on his subreddit, reddit.com/r/Dawngate. I believe it's the #1 sticky post on there. It's called "How Did This Make It to Live?"
Oh
I
my
think.
God.
Oh no.
This is a failed.
that's
This is
rough.
a failed para.
But yeah, a lot of those proposed changes I think are awesome, and I'm very excited to see them implemented.
Right.
Again, like I said before a few minutes ago, 40 of us hammering out 20 to 30 games is sometimes is not good enough to find crazy stuff like that when there's such a larger amount of you than there are of us. So 2 to 3 games of all of you playing Dawngate is really, really awesome to help us
Yes.
find those things.
Please
and
do.
again, what you guys know is live right now is pretty much you could be considered our public beta environment because we are still in closed beta.
Yeah.
It's just gonna happen.
And the data
awesome.
the data's really important
Necobus.
for us.
Necobus, thank you so much, Caleb, for linking that that thread in the subreddit. I
Oh,
appreciate
yes.
it. Caleb always on top of his Twitch
Caleb's
chat
on
game.
top. He's always on top of his audio game.
Damn, what a beast. What penalties/disciplinary actions will be taken against AFKers? Please report them, New Wang. That's really important to us. You may do so in the post-game scoreboard screen. Right-click their name and hit report for intentionally leaving. I think our AFK is the you know, subject or what have you, or the reason. Excuse me. Secondly,
God.
AFKers in the game, they will get booted after 5 minutes of inactivity, and they will effectively, if they don't come back into the game for, I think, a 5-minute period, they will forfeit their blessing. So they get nothing at the end of the game.
Nice.
You can't just AFK, wait till the game's over, lose, maybe roll a divine and like get a shaper. Like how crappy is that? You know, you will get booted after 5 minutes of inactivity, and you will essentially forfeit your blessing. If they're doing something even more diabolical, like moving every few minutes to make sure that they don't get that, and then still being at the end game screen, good job. Then report them. Please do so. We do read reports and we do take them seriously. So please report them in the post game screen. Where did Sparkly go? I think she's working on some stuff right now.
Some sounds.
She's not in the playtest, I don't believe.
No,
But,
she's not. She's
yeah,
working on sounds.
Hard at work on some really cool stuff, I will say. I heard some of the stuff she was working on. I went in there and she played a few sounds for me, and they sound awesome. As usual, her and Caleb do a bang up job.
Oh, man.
On the audio side.
Caleb
of things.
comes in, walks by my desk, and we just start talking tunes.
You know, what's funny is your desk is like outside of his office.
Oh, we hear
You
stuff
probably just
all
hear
the time,
weird
dude.
sounds all the time.
The best week by far, sitting near Caleb was was the weeks preceding the King of Masks.
Oh,
launch.
because it was just
Because
squishy.
we have no, we're over there,
gross.
you know, having little, stand-up meetings or what have you, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, the world, you know, and you're
That's
just
awesome.
like, what is coming out of there?
That's really funny.
Let's see, who else was really cool? I really liked also the weeks preceding Salus's release.
Okay, yeah.
Because his,
His voice went through a lot
totally
of
different
changes.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, his voice went through a lot of cool changes, but, he's a cool water. And
Yeah.
He's so serene and relaxed.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's funny because sometimes when we have Caleb over here, he talks about how he does crazy stuff to like make sounds.
Yeah, it's
and then it's also funny to get the outsider's perspective of him making those sounds. You know, like
Yeah.
just sitting in the office with a bucket over his head making mushroom noises.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
that's so weird. I remember the other day I went in, he was making a particular noise. I think it was for Item Palooza.
Oh, they stole the parasite!
Oh my gosh, what beasts.
I'm dead.
He was making noises, I think, for Item Palooza, and I was sitting there talking to him, and he was like, hold on one second. And he made a noise with his mouth into the microphone.
For?
And then, I don't remember exactly what it was for. He may be able to say it in chat. I'm not sure. And then I watched him go through the process of just changing that sound into something like, I was like, that's still your voice? You know, like doing crazy audio
total
effects
manipulations
and
on it.
total manipulation to make it just crazy. So it's really, really, really cool and really, really interesting to see. Like, probably half of the game sounds, he could probably confirm or deny this, half of the game sounds are probably either him or Andrea's voices.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like just manipulated in some way. Like you'd be like, oh, Zalgus ulti? Yeah, that's a helicopter and Caleb screaming. You know, like what? That doesn't make any sense.
How does that make any sense?
But it very well may be. That was a complete fabrication I said there. But I know
Probably.
there's a helicopter or something noise in Zalgus' ulti, or like a lawnmower or something like that.
Or, yeah. I always thought it was just a book shotgun.
Book shotgun, good quality. There is a shotgun blast in it. I'm
There
pretty
is a
sure.
shotgun blast in it. I'm
I know
almost
that.
positive. So that's cool. Oh, get Ryan while he's bubbled up. Oh, Bo.
It's not true. I'm sorry. The 50 is the 50% off, or are you talking about the helicopter Zalgus ulti?
Not a helicopter. What?
Oh,
Oh, we were just getting...
Any plans for stealth shapers in the future, or is that something that may be a little unbalanced for Dawngate at the moment? So Tiryu, we're not opposed to the idea of any particular mechanic out there, kind of in the MOBA space. If it fits Dawngate and the designers want to do it, they'll do it. 100%. I know Gasti has said numerous times that Meepo from Dawngate, who is I'm sorry, not from Dawngate, from Dota 2, is a character he really enjoys. It's a very micromanagement oriented character. Like you have to control multiple copies of Meepo and stuff like that. He loves the idea and would love to have a similar mechanic in Dawngate. It's just a matter of, Lauren and the engineers being able to implement such gameplay with the fidelity that they would want to put out to the public. Of course, they're not going to implement some half-assed system just to get it out the door. They're going to make sure it's done well and it's done correctly as far as Dawngate is concerned.
My mouse is way off, people. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Ryan. I was over here
You
playing.
talked about a set of 5 not really humanoid shapers. Will you put them all out at once, or so are the next 3 shapers the rest of the non-humanoid shapers? I'm not sure who said that. I don't quite know that quote, SinSpitterX, but there are definitely non-humanoid shapers in development. There are humanoid shapers in development. Oh, Scott Town did? Okay, gotcha.
The original 21, yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah. So, I mean, there are shapers of all kinds in the works. So, you guys should be definitely excited because I feel...
They're fun.
I feel, like, bad every time I come on stream sometimes, and I'm like, I wish I could talk about it. I wish I could talk about some cool shapers that we have coming in the future. But I can't. Assuming he's still not a fan of Invoker, though. I don't know how Gassy feels about Invoker. Invoker's a pretty high skill cap hero from what I've heard. I've never really played him except for like old Dota, like Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne mod.
Oh, great.
And even
mod.
then, I didn't play it much. But how are you planning on getting pro teams interested in your game?
By making it fun?
By making it fun, by making it competitive, and by making it, balanced and good to play. We're not going out and like approaching organizations and saying, "Hey, come play our game competitively." There is a competitive scene actually kind of sprouting up, which is really awesome for us.
Battle on the bot lane.
And we'll do everything we can to support it, such as the Battle on the bot lane.
I love those guys. Those guys,
They're
it's great to watch.
The Shapers Guild, Best Shaper World. So to go through them again, Battle of the Bot Lane is a 2v2 tournament. There is one this Friday, so be sure to sign up for it at moba-champion.com. The Shapers Guild has been putting on their Best Shaper World, which is a 1v1 tournament of a particular shaper. So they've already done one for Dibs.
They did a variant.
And they've already done one for Varian. And actually, the same guy has won both of them, which is interesting.
Dibs and Varian were the two.
He, I think it's, oh gosh, is it I Am Downsy? I'm so sorry if I get it wrong. I think he has won both of them. One guy is the best Dibs in the world, and the same guy is the best Varian in the world, apparently, according to that competitive play. But yeah, then we have the Dawngate Stars League, which is a 5v5 league, and we have some really cool stuff coming up from one of our actually great community members, Sheebs. He's putting together a website called Dawn Great. It's a website that allows teams to sign up and plan and schedule scrimmages against other teams. He's also thinking of implementing a feature that would allow free agents to sign up and then make kind of a pickup team, like a pug team, to go against other teams in scrimmages. So that would be really cool, and we're really excited to see what he does with that.
Oh, God.
But still very early on. I think you can still sign up for
Get out of here,
for teams and stuff right now at dawngreat.com, so give that a look.
Oh, God, they're coming after me. One more nub. Core. Call them
There you go.
cores
Thank
now,
you,
right?
thank you for linking, Muzzy. And if you also want to link the bib registration for this Friday, that would be fantastic as well. Appreciate it. That's one thing I like about Nightbot. You can add regulars who can post links, so you don't always have to permit them. And Muzzy is of course one of our best regulars. As well as just
Minx.
working on it.
Minx is down. Down for the count, Minx.
Well, you gotta watch out for your Guardian. Remember, they don't really need minion waves to finish it off in Map B2.
I know.
Oh,
gosh.
Is this
That
gonna
could
be
be it.
Dale? Is Dale Mara? No, that's
No,
Jivia.
it's Jeeves.
Jivia? Is it gonna be Lorenzo the God?
Lorenzo, you're a
Oh,
deity.
never mind.
Oh.
He's dead.
Army.
They've slain the God.
I still want Ryan to change his tag to Ladies of the Night.
What is that called?
Ryan, change your tag.
Deicide? Is that it? No.
I don't know.
Isn't
but
there a word for slaying a God?
Save him.
Just like there's a word for slaying a
I don't know,
king,
but
which
this
is
Guardian's
regicide.
about to live. Live, Guardian. Oh my God, these death timers though. V2 death timer OP.
Yeah, that is actually one thing that that I think is being tuned with the next patch.
Guardian, you can protect yourself. Oh my God, there's so many minions.
He has no abilities to. Actually,
I know.
you're about to respawn. Like,
What are we about to
you're
get?
binding
Oh, we're about to get Missile Barrage.
Health pack.
Health pack. Health pack is
perfect.
clutch.
That was clutch right there.
There's one.
I'm not sure because I don't really get this very often. Click on the Guardian. He does regen now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he does. Perfect.
But it's just that one health bar.
Yeah, of course.
Which, God, I think the new base,
Great.
best.
I love
fighting
and,
here.
And Muzzy is going to confirm because I know he's like #1 Dale and Sutrabla fanboy. Map looks great.
Oh man.
Map looks
well, you know who
fantastic.
did this new core?
Richard, right?
Richard Schroeder.
Richard Schroeder, one of our new guys.
Who sits over by me.
I don't
which is
even
pretty
know.
awesome.
Does he have like a tag now?
He does, but he hasn't. I don't think he's. I think he's
hasn't
only played.
announced himself
He's played
to
in
the
like
public yet?
one playtest, maybe.
Oh, it is deicide. It must be deicide. Is the word for killing a god, I think.
That's what it takes to kill. You got to kill Jiva. That's what it takes.
You have to commit deicide. Because killing a king is called a regicide.
Yes.
So I think deicide might be it.
Oh, we're gonna have to do some serious defense because they're about to take the parasite.
Yeah. Also, I think MOBA Champion and the Shapers Guild might be whitelisted. Dale plus Sutrabla plus Richard are my heroes.
Yes. Well, also Richard did this. So this new like burned,
Burned in
Idolist
Spiritwell.
Idolist tech burn-in
Yeah.
vibe.
Looks great.
Looks awesome. And Richard, I always spy on him, but he's been killing it. All with the new kind of core ley lines. We got the heads of the stags up on the sides, which is really cool.
Oh, go back to that.
So this is a stag's eye.
Oh wow!
And there's its antlers.
Today I learned. I
Yeah.
never.
Well, and you know about the fish over here, right?
I knew about that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Doing a great job over there.
Just defending base here. Get out of here, Minx.
Dawn Score is a kind of offshoot of MOBA Champion. It's called DawnScout.com, and they have a rating system over there that allows you to kind of see where your it's not official, but where your standing is amongst their rating system. But it can give you a good view of maybe where
Will's
you
coming
stand
for me.
as far as the player base is concerned.
Oh, someone get feared.
Oh,
Oh,
my
Dale.
go heal up. You don't want to keep going.
Oh, we got all 5 cores. Though,
How did I
so
not
it's good.
notice the stags and fish? I'm sorry, Muzzy. I'm
Dude.
sorry. I'm too busy.
It's all about the stags, man. The stags in the base.
Play the game. I'm not one to take in my environment. I'm a scrub.
Try Corey. Get out of here, Corey.
Oh gosh. Oh, he got hit by a bubble.
Oh, but I
no.
missed.
Let's.
Oh, that's it. No, that's a GG.
Reyna.
Lauren, do it.
Lauren.
Tetra. Here comes the Lauren
This is it.
Tetra kill.
This is the Reyna Tetra. You guys
That
think
you've been
Bruiser
waiting-
Gate is so strong. Here we go.
Tank Gate.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Bruiser Gate has been beaten. That was Tank Gate right there. She tried.
So not my best performance.
Not your best.
I'm now, I think, -1 on stream. I think I'm 2 and 3.
That's unfortunate. I play games on stream so much I've lost count. I don't
5,
know.
5, and 6 though. It's not terrible.
It's a respectable
King's
score.
not a main of mine,
That's true.
but I love Lord of the Dark
It was
Arts.
a respectable effort.
Lord of the Dark Arts though is beautiful.
But if you guys do have any last questions, we got a few minutes. We can answer some questions for you
Yeah.
guys. Be sure to ask. Throw a Q with a colon mark in the chat, and we will answer to the best of our ability. To get some of the general questions out of the way, I know people are going to ask. Skins for every shaper are coming. There's no mechanic. There's no gameplay mechanic we're opposed
There
to.
are stags and fish in the map.
There are stags and fish in the map. But other than that, you guys, please ask away. We got a few minutes. I asked it on Twitter. Out of the casters and supports, Vera, if you can actually use potency. Any plan changes on that? So Sheebly Sheebs, I do remember you on Twitter.
Oh, wait, Potency's the Zap one,
Yeah.
right? Oh, Zeri, dude.
I did that. Yeah, remember that build? I think
That
I
was
think I
you were in
showed
our
guys-
playtest,
Yeah,
and
I'm
you
sorry. I went
power-
like 14
power
0.
Zeri.
Power Zeri. It was oppression, chaos, potency.
But I
was pretty-
think Potency works for if you're going a power Viana or a power Zeri who have those single target
the thing,
abilities.
okay, the big problem I think Sheebly Sheebs is having with people is the fact that Viana building potency, probably not an amazing idea.
No.
Zeri building potency, hilarious, maybe not an amazing idea.
No.
And as far as our true, like if you go to our Shaper gallery and look at
Right.
mages there, let's see. One ability
has
that
one.
Amaranth has one
One.
ability that procs it.
One.
Finmore has one ability that procs it.
None.
King has none. Zalgus has one. That's it. His
Does the-
ulti will proc it.
Will the chain proc it?
No.
The Q won't proc it? Oh, okay.
So, I understand where you're coming from. It's a mage item that only half of our mages can
use.
can use right now. Maybe future mages can rock face with it.
But a lot of mages do rock Chaos.
Chaos is a
so-
great item, yeah. But, as far as your question specifically is concerned, are there any changes? Are there any planned changes for it? I'm going to do, my famous thing of kind of just deferring to Gasty. Gasty is our lead systems designer, and if he sees something is amiss, he thinks that maybe mages aren't getting as much use out of potency as he would like them to, he will, of course, look into maybe changing it, maybe tweaking it a little bit. But I can't say anything with any certainty, so I don't want to give you guys any
He's the Item
false
Palooza
information.
master. So
He is the lord of Item Palooza.
I couldn't even talk to Gasty for like 3 weeks because we locked him up in a room and he was just
Yeah, and
Item
now he's
Paloozing.
sick.
And now he's sick.
Now he's sick. So he comes back from Idapalooza. He's like, "Here, have my glorious, child, my child of labor for the past 3 months. Oh my God, I'm dying." And then now he's on his
Plague.
deathbed. Yeah.
Plague.
Does Zalgus W proc it? I
don't think so because it's
think so.
AOE, so I don't know.
No,
if
his
that...
W's on AOE. His auto attack.
Oh, my bad.
It might.
Maybe the one that does the knock-up would.
Well, now it's a slub.
Oh, right.
Man,
I
you
forgot
should
that
read some
guy.
patch notes.
Sorry,
No,
I
I'm
don't
just
play. I don't play the goose. The goose is not my forte.
Yeah, it might though. Honestly. When can you expect a new shaper? Eventually. We were doing those kind of. We release a shaper every 3 weeks for like.
Right. Except this
months.
last patch was the map baby. So
Map V2 Item Palooza plus a shaper. We feel like which would have been a lot.
that would have been a lot for us to handle.
to digest as for us and for you guys as the community.
Well, and also the map and Item Palooza was so much for players to digest. Even the players who've been playing since May.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like it's a lot to digest.
So we say it on stream a lot that a map in the MOBA, our map within the MOBA genre is the game mode and is also in a way kind of a character itself.
Definitely.
I would almost say
Definitely. Well, the Guardian's a character.
Exactly.
So
I would almost say that between Map V2 and Item Palooza, that's a lot of content to digest. So we appreciate you guys testing it, playing through it. The next shaper will be out eventually. Whenever it's time. Whenever the dust is
I
settled.
think the Guardian's a good example of that because before when he was just kind of random abilities, now it's like Gasty built a kit.
Pretty much.
It's a kit for the Guardian, and it's a
it's
5
really funny
ability
too,
kit.
something that you guys have never seen, but maybe it'll be funny to do in the future is he does have a kit, and you can actually play the Guardian.
In debug mode.
In debug mode, which is absolutely hilarious. Seeing like 5 Guardians just walk
up
around,
lane.
and you can use his QWER. Really funny to see.
What's the laser?
Maybe we'll tease you guys about that.
What's
later.
the laser? That'd be hilarious.
I don't think
if we
you
just
mean
did a
the
5v5
base laser.
Yeah.
I don't think
that
you
would
can
be
do
hilarious.
That'd be really funny.
5v5 Guardian Gate.
But it's really, really funny. But yes, props to Gasty, props to the entire design team. They did so much work for Item Palooza. Gasty did so much mathematics. He was just crunch mode. And so there's up to I think the official count was 80 something items. There's the Map V2, just their empirical changes, the parasite
art changes,
the art changes, the Guardian changes, the Spirit Well changes, the Jungle XP changes. Everything you implement,
the role changes.
Yeah. Everything that you implement within, as a game dev, can cause so many ripples and so many other things to break that the whole team has been cracking down on that kind of stuff.
Right.
And it's been an amazing, I think, feat for us to release.
Yeah.
We're very happy that.
Well,
you
and
guys
with the new pass of
enjoying
the
it.
items too, a lot of the bugs weren't like, oh, this item's super broken. But if you build these 4 items
together,
stuff is just gonna explode.
Yeah, I remember one of the best bugs I experienced in playtest for Item Palooza was finesse. It's the thing that causes you to do increased damage that stacks up to 3 times. I think it's 5%, so it stacks up to 15%. But it has these little lightning effects over your target. So I built it, and Scott Moore built one on Freya. I was playing, I think, Varian, and there was a bug.
They would proc each other?
No, they wouldn't proc each other. There was a bug where the effects of finesse weren't cleaning up correctly in the back end. The visuals would disappear, but they were still somewhere. I don't know that land. That's crazy engineered DLS land. But
they were stored.
They were stored. So eventually the game reached its limit of effects in the game, and ranged spells and auto attacks just stopped working.
Oh my gosh.
So like I was playing Varian, and once that limit was reached, I would right click someone and he would just like fire nothing and do no damage. He would do like the animation, but nothing would come out, and I was like, "Excuse me." So that's the kind of stuff, of course, we're looking for.
Bugapalooza.
That's the big
Those the
stuff
sort of
that we're
stuff.
looking for. As far as real kind of micro level balance changes like hope and stuff
Oh,
like that,
man.
that's what you guys are there for as well.
like
There's
tinkering.
there's so many people out there, so many more of you than there are of us that. Putting the stuff out there onto our beta environment, which is live, really really helps us find stuff way more quickly than we could ever kind of hope to do so.
Definitely.
So we
You guys play
appreciate
more
you guys.
games than we can. If
Yes.
we were playing all day, then there wouldn't be a map v2.
Yeah, but that was a hilarious bug. I remember because it started happening. Trevor O'Neill, DarkX62, was playing a super fed Cerulean, and I would go up to him and auto him, and it wouldn't come out, and it would do nothing. But his like melee abilities and melee attacks were
Right.
still working.
He could
so
still
would just
dunk you
shred
from
me.
afar, and then it was
Yeah. It was
just
very very sad.
nothing.
Really funny bug though. But yes, Varian was shooting blanks at that point, and it was very sad. Do you have plans? Do you plan on skins that have custom voiceovers or even additional dialogue and interactions? Says Sinspitter X.
Well, we have a lot of freedom with how our stuff is hooked up. It's definitely something that we have considered. I guess the only answer I can give with any definition would be we can do that when the right skin comes along for that.
There you go. Hashtag monetization tease.
Yeah.
Love it. We'll take like one more question before we sign off here, guys. One more question. When is the hotfix? So there's a decent question, MetaMaker, to kind of end the stream on. Andy included some of the proposed changes in the kind of hotfix, the balance patch that we're talking about going out. Hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later.
Hopefully, yeah. We want to get that stuff out as fast as possible.
I don't think we've talked about any particular time for it, right? Nope, not yet. When it's ready, it's all about implementing it onto our side. Then we have to
gotta
test it
test it.
thoroughly. So, it could be a few days, it could be a week. Hopefully it's out there, and you guys will enjoy it. And
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have read the changes and say, hey, I'm super excited about this Hope nerf or this, or this change to the Vanguard passive or whatever.
Yeah.
So, this is it. Fingers crossed. Sooner rather than
ASAP.
later. ASAP. But thank you guys again so much for watching.
Yeah, thanks
I
for
appreciate
watching.
it. Andrew Beaudry doing a commendable effort on King of Mass.
I
No
tried.
W, but you still did a good job on your own.
Thank
You
you.
were astounding at one point.
Thank
so.
you.
So
I did have
congratulations.
an astounding. That was nice. Yeah. I guess
That's it?
do I get a closing statement? No. I'm
If
just
you would
kidding.
like, do you want to say
No,
goodbye? From monetization.
Sure, from monetization, thank you for watching the stream. And if that question is lingering in your mind, is my favorite shaper ever going to have a skin? The answer is yes.
Eventually.
Eventually.
We promise. You can hold us to that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Brad Pluto Ramey, Assistant Community Manager here at Waystone Games. This is Andrew Court Jester OM Beaudry, who is our Associate Monetization Director. I'm going to say Director. 'cause it
Director.
sounds
I like
really
that.
Cool. I'm going to get Laura Mae Brown to change her title. To
Hopefully.
That exclusively. But thank you guys so much for watching. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/DawnGate, facebook.com/DawnGate. And if you'd like to get instant access to the beta, if you're just watching, just tuning in, and you don't know what's going on here, register at dawngate.com and use the beta code Twitch2DG, the number 2, DG, to get instant access into the beta.
And
No
play
more
it
waiting.
now.
Play it right now. It's a small client. It's like less than a gig. Play
than a
it
gig.
right meow. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. We have a community catch-up tomorrow at 11 a.m. PST that you guys definitely would probably want to watch. We're
Definitely
gonna have some,
check in for it.
Have some cool special
Who's
guests
on
there.
tomorrow?
Jesus is going to be on.
Nice.
So some sweet gameplay, and Martin Leland Romero, one of our effects guys, and it's
Yeah,
gonna
the
be
VFX guys.
It's gonna be a really really good stream. I think you guys should tune in. And with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. Take
Thanks.
care.